Okay, Tony, quite a bit to talk about this week with a few player movements. Mike Cooper going down under.
Yeah, it's great for Mike. Great opportunity, and we're happy to support him. It's we don't like losing good players, and he is a good player. But we also like our young players to fulfil their ambitions in life, and it is one for Mike. He's had an ambition most of his life to play in the NRL and take chance his arm over there, and he's been granted an opportunity to do that. So we're supporting Mike on this occasion, and but rest assured that he's given us every bit of insurance that he wouldn't want to play for any other Super League team. He's a Warrington boy, and he's very proud of that. And if and when he returns, and if that's the case, that he comes back in his playing career, that he'd come back and he'd almost certainly play for Warrington. That'd have to be pretty drastic circumstances for that not to happen. So, you can't ask too much more of Mike in that respect, and we wish him well, and we'll give him every bit of support once that happens. But he's got every bit of ambition to finish the season strong and do everything he can for the club he loves.
While he's in Australia, do you see yourself one of the younger lads coming through the ranks, filling his shirt, or have you got your eye on someone else to come in?
Oh, all that. Any of those things could happen. That's just how it is. It's there's no final decisions made on those sort of circumstances. We're looking at our overall makeup of our club and our team for not only next year but beyond that as well. That's just an ongoing process. So we'll try to fill Mike's shoes or boots in the appropriate manner, in the right way. So we'll take care of that and make all those sort of announcements at the appropriate times.
Right, more imminently, you've got Tyrone going off to Castleford for a month.
Tyrone. It's a chance for him to play some rugby league and play consistently for Cass, hopefully over the next little while. So the opportunities probably haven't been that they have been few and far between. He's had the odd game here and there, and he's had a Challenge Cup game against Keithley and etc. And there's been a fair bit of competition in his area and his position. So it's good that he's been given the opportunity or got the opportunity by Cass, and we can support him there to go and get some more game time under his belt, which is really what he needs, and that gives him a chance to get back into his best form, which he's looking for at the moment. There's a lot of competition for places in the back row at our club, and it's it's a difficult one to force your way into.
And I believe Lee Briers might be turning out for Swinton later this week.
No, might be. Not unless something drastic happens. He will be tomorrow night. On Thursday night he'll be playing, and fantastic for Lee to be back playing rugby league and getting himself back into hopefully match fitness as well as form that he can force his way back into our team. Great opportunity for Lee, great opportunity for Swinton in the championship, because it's drawn some attention to that game, and that's a great thing, and great opportunity for some of those young Swinton players, and as well as their opponents to challenge themselves up against the wares of and the knowledge of Lee Briers. So I think it's good all round for everybody.
Would he be in your plans for the game at the weekend at Huddersfield?
Oh, unlikely for Lee to. It'd have to be pretty extreme circumstances to play anybody in a few days after they've played their first return game for a number of months, really. So it'd have to be pretty extreme.
Penciled in possibly for the Salford Cup game?
Form depending on the form of others as well. So not penciled in, but certainly vying for an opportunity to do that, along with the players who get the opportunity this weekend to play against Huddersfield and others who are playing for Swinton this weekend. Gives him a chance to be in the hat for that.
What's the state of the health of the rest of the camp?
Not bad, not bad. Nothing major at the moment. On the good news, Reece Evans should be available the week afterwards. Not this weekend, but the week afterwards. Same, hopefully, for Chris Bridge, and also there's one other. Adrian Morley.
Sorry. I was going to say, Mozza.
How can I forget our skipper? And I don't mean that in a bad way. I knew there was 3 of them likely to return. The following weekend, yeah. So all good, if that's the case, and we don't pick up anymore, then we're getting closer to full fitness. So, but on this week, a couple of bumps and bruises from the weekend. There's a couple of people who have struggled a little bit in training early in the week. Hopefully, those bumps and bruises will be fine by the weekend, and we'll be flying as well.
How do you feel the performances are going on the field? Do you see them improving week on week at the moment?
Yeah. In the last few weeks, it's definitely been an upturn in a number of areas. The signs a few weeks ago at Wakefield were good in terms of our attack. A bit better weather, and we're better with the ball. That was for sure. And scored some terrific points, and I think we've been improving in that way. In some of our speed across, on top of the ground instead of trudging through some of the pitches has certainly helped us in our attack, and we've seen some of the skill that the players are capable of when the weather's a bit finer. But even that was challenged a little bit on Sunday. But defensively, certainly, there were some signs of improvement against Wakefield, but then dropped off at different stages, and then. I think Keithley, we were very good there, and some of that shone through again on the weekend to only concede 1 try in a Super League game against a team who'd been travelling fairly high up in the table, and I can see why they have been travelling high up in the table too. They're a tough team to beat, but I thought there was terrific improvement in our defence on the weekend, and hopefully we can improve on that. That'll get tested this week. They're going to get tested with some good plays from our opponents who are in reasonable form themselves.
Well, it's going to be a huge test at Huddersfield, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it usually is. We've had some great stoushes with them over the times, and they've got some good outside backs who are in good form, and a couple of decent half-backs who are spreading the ball around with experience and kicking game, and a decent pack of forwards. So, good challenge for us for sure. But I'd like to think that we've got some similar sort of people in those sort of positions as well that are doing a good job. So it should be a good test for both teams.
Was it still special for you going back to your former club?
No, not really. Not in that sense. Because I live that way, it's convenience of leaving later and spending less time in the car. That's the only real bonus about a Huddersfield game. But those days were gone. I'm grateful for, as I've always said, I'm grateful for the opportunity that Huddersfield gave me in the first place, and very pleased to have cut my teeth in all sorts of ways at Huddersfield. It was tough times, but terrific for my coaching experience, and the fact that they were loyal to me during a tough time, and we were able to work our way through it. Some of those early days and those darker days as a group, I think, was good for me, but good for them as well. And we were able to get that club in the right sort of shape for a decent future. And it's always good to be part of that. But you move on, and it's so in terms of I'm okay. I'm happy with what I'm doing and very proud of the time that I spent there. But I move on, and I'm very proud to be part of Warrington and what we're doing, and hopefully creating a good future for ourselves here.
Okay, Tony. As always, thank you for your time.
Thanks, mate.